The Undertaker's Story, or The Ballad of Blasphemous Bill. I took a contract to bury the body of Blasphemous Bill Mackay, whenever, wherever, or whatsoever the manner of death he died. Whether he die in the light or day, or under the pig-faced moon, in cabin, dance hall, camp or dive, in mucklucks or patent shoes, on velvet tundra or virgin peak, by glacier, drift or draw, in muskeg hollow or canyon gloom, by avalanche, fang or claw, by battle, murder or sudden wealth, by pestilence, hooch or lead, I swore on the book I would follow and look till I found my tombless dead. For Bill was a dainty kind of cuss, and his mind was mighty soft, on a dinky patch with flowers and grass in a civilized boneyard loft. And where he died, or how he died, it didn't matter a damn, so long as he had a grave with frills and a tombstone epigram. So I promised him, and he paid the price in good Chichaco coin, which same I blowed in that very night down in the Tenderloin. Then I painted a 3-foot slab of pine. Here lies poor Bill Mackay, and I hung it on my cabin wall and waited for Bill to die. Years passed away, till at last one day came a squaw with a story strange of a long deserted line of tracks way back of the Big Horn Range, of a little foot by the Great Divide, and a white man stiff and still, lying there by his lonesome self. And I figured it must be Bill. So I thought of the contract I had made with him, and I took down from the shelf the swell black box with the silver plate he'd picked out for himself. And I packed it full of grub and pooch, and I slung it on the sleigh. Then I harnessed up my team of dogs and was off at dawn of day. You know what it's like in the Yukon Wild when it's 69 below, when the ice worms wriggle their purple heads through the crust of the pale blue snow, when the pine trees crack like little guns in the silence of the wood, and the icicles hang down like tusks under the Parker hood, when the stovepipe smoke breaks sudden off, and the sky is weirdly lit, and the careless feel of a bit of steel burns like a red-hot spit, when the mercury is a frozen ball, and the frost fiend stalks to kill. Well, it was just like that day, when I set out to look for Bill. Oh, the awful hush that seemed to crush me down on every hand as I blundered blind with a trail to find through that blank and bitter land. North by the compass, north I pressed, river and peak and plain passed like a dream. I slept to lose, and I woke to dream again. North I north through a land accursed, shunned by the scouring brutes, and all I heard was my own harsh words and the whine of the malamutes. Till at last I came to a cabin, squat, built in the side of a hill, and I burst in the door, and there, on the floor, frozen to death, was Bill. Ice, white ice like a winding sheet, sheathing each smoke-grimed wall, ice on the stovepipe, ice on the bed, ice gleaming over all, sparkling ice on the dead man's chest, glittering ice in his hair, ice on his fingers, ice in his heart and ice in his glassy stare. Hard as a log and trussed like a frog, with his arms and legs outspread, I gazed at the coffin I'd brought for him, and I gazed at the gruesome dead. And at last I spoke. Bill liked his joke, but still, gold down his eyes, a man ought to consider his mates in the way that he goes and dies. Have you ever stood in an Arctic hut in the shadow of the pole, with a little coffin 6x2 and a grief you can't control? Have you ever sat with a frozen corpse that looked at you with a grin, that seems to say, you may try all day, but you'll never jam me in? Well, I'm not a man of the quitting kind, but I never felt so blue as I sat there looking at that stiff and wondering what I'd do. Then I kicked off the husky dogs that were nosing round about, and I lit a roaring fire in the stove, and I started to thaw Bill out. Well, I thawed and thawed for 13 days, but it didn't do no good. His arms and legs stood out like pegs, as if they were made of wood. Till at last I said, it ain't no use. He's froze too hard to thaw. He's obstinate, and he won't lie straight, so I guess I got to saw. So I sawed off poor Bill's arms and legs, and I laid him snug and straight in the little coffin he'd fixed himself with the dinky silver plate, and I damn near came to shedding a tear as I nailed him safely down. Then I stowed him away on my yoke and sleigh and started back to town. So I buried him, as the contract was, in a narrow grave and deep, and there he's waiting the great clean-up when the judgment sluice heads sweep. And I smoke my pipe and I meditate in the light of the midnight sun, and sometimes I wonder if there was the awful things I done. And as I sit and the parson talks, expounding of the law, I often think of poor old Bill, and how hard he was to saw.